Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Let's wait for everyone to join in. Good evening, Sayanti. Let's wait for everyone to join in and then we'll begin. So today we'll be discussing the same June 2021 previous year questions. Good evening, Nisha. Good evening, Inside Nature, Madhusmita. Okay, so let's begin. Before starting, as you all know that we are about to start with our the December course. So please make sure that you are downloading our application, and if you wish to enroll in this particular course, if you are targeting the December exam, you can download and get yourself enrolled in the same. Good evening to all the students joining in. Okay, so we also have our own application, our own website. You can download the application, get yourself enrolled in the number of courses running. The new course begins on the 15th of May, and the other courses that are running right now are the previous year question paper revision. We also have the crash course, full course, all the things running. In addition to that, we also have our mock test series. So in this last time, when your exam is very near, you should make sure that you are solving out the mock test on daily basis, because it would help you out to understand the concept. It would help you out to practice out and get done with the same. Okay, good evening, Prishcha. Good evening, Selva. This is the very first question for you all. I have taken all the questions from June 2021 itself. First question is, in the transplantation experiment, the area of presumptive ectoderm from an early frog blastula was transplanted to a region of a new it blastula designated to become the part of the mouth. Okay, the resulting salamander larva had frog-like mouth part instead of the balancers as observed during the development of the wild type embryo. This is an example of which of the following. See, this question looks very technical at the first go, but if you understand the question properly, this question is just asking you regarding the interaction. Okay, that which type of specificity is there in it. Take your time, understand the concept and mark the answer in the chat section, everyone. Yes, quickly mark the answer, understand and then mark the answer for this question. From one particular point, you are taking a specific part of the cells and then you are inserting into some other area, and then it is asking you that what will be, and that like why is there a change, why is the balancers not formed, instead of that there is mouth like part getting formed in the same. Okay, get the answer for this question. 13 students are there in the class right now. Samajit, we'll be discussing the question. Wait for the reasons. You should just mark your own answer. Okay. Okay, Nisha is marking the answer as B. Some of you are marking the answer as B. B, C, D, all of the options has been chosen. Okay, let's see. The question is saying that in a transplantation experiment, you are taking some of the part which was initially, like this particular part is a presumptive ectoderm from an early frog blastula. From this particular thing, it was transplanted to a region. So some part of it was taken and it was transplanted to a region which is designated to become a mouth part. Okay, so from this area we are adding this part to this particular different segment, and it is designated to convert into a mouth part. It is asking us that the resulting salamander larva had frog-like mouth parts instead of the balancers. So this is an example of the genetic specificity. How can you call it a regional specificity? It is not talking about any region. There is a genetic, at the gene level this particular portion has been designated to turn into a mouth, okay, or convert into a mouth part. That is the reason why the answer for this question is option number B, genetic specificity of interaction. Determination no, autonomous no. Why? Because this part initially had a different kind of a work, but now it is converting into the other part of the work. Okay, so it cannot be autonomous, right? Regional specificity no, because there is no similar, like we are taking the like a specific portion from a different organism and putting it into a different organism. So regional specificity should not be there. Answer would be genetic specificity. Okay, answer for this question will be option number B. Many of you have marked the answer as C, but please make sure that in this particular question there's a very thin line difference between regional and genetic. Students tend to forget this basic difference, that regional is that when from one area it is converted or it is transplanted into some other area. Genetic is when a different, like a complete different genetic makeup it is the cell are provided with, and hence it leads to something which the latter part is getting or the latter part is actually determined to do. Over here the latter part was determined to convert into a mouth region, and hence the previous or the early cells they got converted into the same. Okay, answer is option number B. Next question. This is a part B question, in which of the following stage of Arabidopsis embryogenesis do the visible distinction between the adaxial and the abaxial tissue of the cotyledon become initially apparent? Okay, so get the answer for this question. This one is a straightforward factual question, easy. Get the answer for this, everyone, quickly. Very good, everyone, mark the answer for this question. Give it a try. It's a very basic factual question. Okay, let's see. Yes, the answer for this particular question is the torpedo stage. Okay, remember about this, that in order to have a distinction, or it is the torpedo stage in which we have a clear distinction between the adaxial and the abaxial tissue of the cotyledon. Okay, remember about this particular thing. Easy, simple question. Next question, you need to find out the basic difference between the direct repair of DNA DNA damage repair and the base excision repair. So both of these are the DNA repair pathways. Okay, first one is the direct repair and second one is the base excision repair. You need to find out the basic difference between the two. A, B, C and D. 4 options are there in front of you. Quickly mark the answer for this question, everyone. Read it properly, understand the concept and then only mark the answer in the chat section, everyone. Read the question properly, then only mark it. Okay, very good, very good. Majority of you are marking the answer as option A. Everyone mark the answer. First option is DNA repair restores the original structure of the altered nucleotide without replacement, while in the base excision repair, the section of the DNA containing the distortion is removed, the correct base pair is added and resealed. Second option is in direct repair, homologous recombination repairs the broken regions while the base excision repairs the original structure. If you look into the first and the second option, both of these are absolute contradictory. Okay, so answer would be either A or B. And when you go into the actual definition of the base direct repair and the base excision repair, answer is option number 1. That is, the DNA repair restores the original structure of the altered nucleotide without replacement, while in the base excision repair, the section of the DNA that is containing the distortion or the containing the actual wrong segment is removed and then the correct bases are added and resealed. Can you write down the name of the enzymes that would be helping in the correct base pair addition and resealing that particular area? Yes. Can you write down the name of those enzymes? Yes, think about the name. I am asking about the enzyme which would help in the DNA base pairs addition and the resealing. I am not asking about any enzyme, like not the photolyzed direct repair or anything. I am just asking about the enzyme. DNA polymerase and DNA ligase. Which enzyme would help in the correct base pair addition? The DNA polymerase, right? It would take bring up the new enzyme, new nucleotides, and resealing would be done by the help of what? It would be by the help of the DNA ligase. Base excision. Okay, you have gotten into the depth of it. I was just asking the basic names of the enzyme. Okay, the DNA polymerase and the DNA ligase. Topoisomerase will not be helping over here. I guess you people have bit of confusion regarding this. Okay, please make sure that you're reading it properly. Next question, get the answer for this. This one is related to your island biogeography theory. Get the answer for this question. The question is asking you that a researcher working on the island biogeography mapped how the isolation, controlled immigration and the area controlled extinction will act on the number of the species present on the islands. He forgot to label the size of the islands, small or large, and the location of the island, near or far, on the graph. You need to find out that using this information of the MacArthur and Williamson equilibrium theory, select the option that correctly identifies the A, B, C, D in the given figure above. Okay, so understand the question. It's very simple, very basic. Take your time, mark the answer in the chat section. Okay, so majority of you are marking the answer as option number C. Okay, some of you are marking the answer as D as well. Okay, let's see. Answer for this particular question is option number C itself. Okay, it's a very simple question. So I is representing your immigration, E is representing your extinction. Immigration is more in which particular type of, or what is the size of more immigration, or what is the size of the island when the immigration is more? It is the island which is near to the mainland, and the one that is the one which is far from the mainland will be having less of immigration. And when we look into the extinction, so the island which is smaller in size will be having more of the extinction rate, and the island which is large in size, it would be having lower extinction rate. Reason being, in the larger region there would be more of the resources, right? There would be more resource availability, there would be lesser competition in comparison to the smaller island, right? This one is a very basic question. Okay, so immigration, that is incoming of the new species, would be into the region where the mainland and the island is near to each other, and when they are far away from each other, at that time the organism would prefer not to go there, or the organism would prefer to go there only in the selected timings. Okay, so answer for this is option number C. Very simple, very basic question, and this one is a straightforward question from your island biogeography theory. Please remember that island biogeography theory is very important, and in the last 2 years constant questions, like consecutively the question has been asked. So CSIR's favorite topic nowadays is this topic, so make sure that you are not skipping it. And if you have any difficulty in that, so I have taken a marathon free class for this topic as well. You can just check down the complete marathon segment and get to have this particular class done. Okay, next question. So on one hand you are given some of the terms and the various related concept to the excluders or the heavy metal protein transporters, etc. You have to mark down the correct thing. It's a match the following kind of question. Mark the answer for this question, everyone. Think about it. Okay. Everyone mark the answer for this question. Okay, let's see. So answer for this is option number D itself. Okay, that means talking about the excluders. So what are excluders? The phytoremediation organism that we are using in order to restrict the heavy metal ions to the roots and then detoxify them. Okay, then you have the heavy metal protein exporters, so they are used in the transgenics. Hyper accumulators, they can absorb and transfer the heavy metal to the aerial part without phytotoxicity symptom. And high biomass and non accumulators, so these two are the examples of the same. So this question is bit of a diverse kind, reason being two of the phytoremediation terms are given to you, and then for the other two some examples are also asked. Okay, so you have to keep a dynamic knowledge for this question, but still, even if you can just mark down option number D with the second one, then you can get it. If you can mark first, that is the excluders, with the fourth one, then also you can mark it easily, right? So match the following option, like match the following of type of question, they are most scoring. Reason being, with just one or two option you can easily reach to the answer. Okay, so try to mark down or try to solve out all the questions in the examination which are of match the following type, because they are most scoring, and majority of the time you can get the answer with just one or two options itself. Okay, so they are the scoring kind of a question. Next question for you all. Given below are the graphs depicting two possible dynamics of the gene duplication events over a period of time during the genome evolution. Okay, four options are there in front of you. You need to find out which of the following is correct. Now this question might look very difficult, but if you understand the question very easily, you can get the answer within a minute. Okay, get the answer for this, everyone. Get the answer for this question, everyone. Think about it, like try to use the options in order to get the answer. Okay, instead of just thinking about it from the base, take the options as a base and then try to mark the answer. You will be able to get the answer easily. Okay, let's see. So the question is asking us that you're given this graph and you need to find out that based upon the above figures, which of the following option correctly represents the identity of the first, second, third and fourth. So this question is completely based upon your analytical skills. Okay, so see, it's a gene duplication event that is happening. Then for sure the very first event, that would be gene duplication only, and then only we'll be seeing some kind of changes or some increase or decrease in the ratios, right? So A will be the gene duplication event. This question is very illogical if you take it from the layman word now. It's a very illogical thing. First would be for sure the gene duplication, and out of the 4 options given to you, there's only one option in which the first, this one is marked as a gene duplication event, right? Then the random loss of the duplicated genes would be there, which led to a like very sharp decline. Then the remaining pairs of the duplicated genes, that is this particular is the remaining duplicated gene, and D is what? D is your additional gene duplication events, because during the time when there was decrease in the number of the pairs of the duplicated gene, there was some kind of hike. That means this was the event of duplication of the gene again. Okay, so this is just your analytical skills, depending upon which you can solve the answer for this, right? It's very easy. Just check whether this question is clear to you or not. If yes, then we'll have other things discussed. It's a very simple question. Understood? Yes. You're confused between option A and option B, that is gene duplication event, additional gene. See, this is additional gene duplication event. Initially the gene duplication event happened, and then there was a sharp declining in the number of pairs of duplicated genes, but there were additional duplicated events happened, and then C was the remaining segment or the remaining portions left. Okay, so that is the reason why answer is option number A. A and C are more similar. Additional gene duplication, then random, then remaining. Selva, just check in the C option, they have marked first one as the additional and D as the gene duplication. How can be like these should be the additional gene duplication events, right? Initial should be the main gene duplication, and then some additions happened in the duplication event, right? So answer for this is option number A. I hope it is clear. So Niharika, Sayanti, 2 of you got the answer correct. I am expecting now the concept is clear to all, right? So this was the question, these were the questions for today. I hope all these questions are clear to you, right? Now just I would like to ask you just one thing. Would you like to have a complete like a revision session kind of a thing, like via the YouTube video format, not these live? I am thinking of to make some videos in a format where I'll be taking up all the important topics in a single video, like 1 hour long or 1.5 hour long. I'll see to that, and then you can revise all the most important topics in a single thing. Please continue general aptitude. I started off with this because students wanted to have these type of questions. I did the general aptitude series the last week, so let me see if I can incorporate 1 or 2 questions on daily basis over here. Okay, Mansha? Others, please let me know about this, whether you want to have a full-fledged complete revision kind of a thing. Okay, tomorrow I have some urgent work. Let me see if I can curate a video day after tomorrow and start uploading it. It will take me some time for curating that, because making the presentation and all will take time, but for sure I'll get that done. If you all are interested and if you all will find that helpful, I'll do it from my end. Okay, so this was about for this particular class. Thank you for joining in. Please make sure that you are sharing about the channel. Students, part C, more questions. I cannot take a specific segment because I have to take into consideration all the students, right? Daily basis पे general aptitude की practice. Mansha, let me see, let me try out more questions over here. Okay, and let me try to increase the duration of the class. Actually, I am very busy with various things. Reason being, my new course is starting, like this December course is starting on 15th. Then we have various other things to handle. So let me see how much I can provide from my end. Please make sure that you all are sharing the channel. I'm trying my level best to provide you with the best of the content. So this channel needs to grow, right? We need to bring more and more students over here. So this could be done only by the help of sharing. So try sharing it as much as possible. Share to your class groups, share to your friends, share it to your Instagram stories or WhatsApp stories, wherever you wish to. If you're finding the content helpful, you can see I've taken up more than 80 free classes. So try to like give in from your end as well, right? It's one share won't take anything from you. I'm not asking you to pay anything over here. I'm just asking you to just share as much as possible so that students can get benefit out of it. Okay, we have to reach 50k by this particular year. We have to increase the number to this level, right? So this was about it. All the best. Good luck for your upcoming examination. Make sure that you are going ahead with mock tests, practicing, revising on regular basis. Okay, all the best everyone. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye.